So what I'm trying to tell all of you here is, please understand, festivals are nothing. It's something based. It is someone's sacrifice at the end of the day. So we should be productive, because we are actually, all those rituals and everything, we are doing it very methodically. We are following every steps, and we are doing it quite consciously. So as such, अनप्रोडक्टिव होना ड्यूरिंग दिस फेस्टिवल ऐसा कोई मतलब नहीं है. लेकिन ओके, if you are talking of an organization, yes, we can be productive as well during this time. If we talk about self, yes, we can be productive during this time. So today we are going to talk about some formula for companies and some formula for us. That is what we are going to talk about today. So great that all of you are here. So let's actually begin. Thing is, the significance of festival help us to keep connection with our roots. It means that okay, we don't forget things, because at the end of the day, the culture, the heritage, the kind of learnings, whatever we have, the discipline or whatever we have in our daily life, in our family life, or wherever we are. So we should not forget it, and these festivals actually help us to do that. When we get home, we see our parents following all those rituals. We need to learn all those things. We tend to learn all those. So automatically it is getting us, it is putting us into the roots. That's point number one. That is the significance. It actually teaches us to forget enmity. And that's true, because if in an organization, if we don't compare with each other, hota kya hai ki when there is an organization, when some increment happens and somebody gets more than me, and we compare with other, that why he has got more, and it what is happened, actually it is creating a jealousy, it is creating a distance between the team. And at the end of the day, company doesn't have as such कोई festival तो मनाता नहीं है कि all those things it can be eradicated and something. ऐसा same enmity society में भी है, ऐसा same enmity companies में भी है. So when we are talking of enmity in the companies and in the during amongst employees, it's basically because of various factors. All of you know that, I don't have to explain it. But companies should have kind of uh, activities wherein this kind of things should we should get rid of. But yes, all people there, if I talk of a company, every individual there has a different kind of expectations. So what we should do, the thing is that सबसे पहले तो we should understand how the employees are, the employee mix we need to understand. When we can understand the employee mix, it means what kind of employees are there. They are millennials or Gen X or Gen Z or old people, or what kind of employees are there, what they like. So if we can create some kind of culture in the company, then company, it will always be like that. I have seen organizations wherein what they are doing is that whenever they are actually achieving something, they are celebrating it. See, there are enmity in the departments, in the group of people or in the team. But suppose that team or that group of people has achieved something, they are celebrating. So when I ask the owner, ki why, I suppose they have done a good amount of sale in a particular day, they would come together and they will cut the cake and they will clap and say congratulations to each and everyone. So this kind of enmity goes on. Enmity actually goes off. So what happens is there are some bonding happens. So this is how you can actually maintain it. When time of festivals come, aura changes, positivity all around, that celebration and that kind of festive kind of things, it brings in positivity. That is what it is important. And these are, it teaches us new things and strengthen relationships. Absolutely, it is there. And that is what when I asked that owner, he told me ki Rupak, when we celebrate all these things, we forget so many past things which are very very small, but is actually there in our brain, and we always think about it, and it demotivates us this time, and we forget everything. So this is how we can actually do it. So if I talk of employee productivity, these are the various influencers of employee productivity. That is awareness of business goals, your manager's capability, awareness of my job. These have got tremendous importance in all areas of employee productivity. That is what I can actually tell you. And also employee engagement index. This has got a tremendous impact. When we will discuss these things in length, and every week we are meeting in this kind of sessions in the evening. So we will discuss all these points in length, and we will understand how this is impacting the overall employee performance. So these are various influencing factors of employee productivity. It is not goal. It is around 7, 8 things putting together. We are actually, it is a byproduct of various aspects we are doing. So now the question here is, as festival has some significance at the end of the day, and this influences has also certain when the festivals are there, these are actually impacted. If I talk of awareness of my job, because of that festive mood, we forget it. If I talk of awareness of business goals, we forget that business goal. If I talk about employee engagement index, it is more this time. So employees are engaged. Okay, they know after 2 days we are going to have 2 days holidays and we are going to spend time. And flexible working arrangement, if they have this kind of things, they will think of working for companies and celebrating festivals as well. माइंड माई वर्ड्स, जो मैं बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ आप समझो, सारे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स जो हैं, they are actually influenced by the festival at the end of the day. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, every factors which are actually it's a byproduct of employee productivity, is a byproduct of all these factors, are influenced by festival in place. So during festival, how to remain engaged? I told you that employee engagement, it's something. Survey on priorities of employees in life. So what we need to do, before this, we need to do a survey of employees, the priorities of employees of life. Suppose unki priorities kya hai? Suppose family is the priority, job is another priority, department is priority, organization goal is a priority. If I talk of learning is a priority, or making people learn is a priority, what is the kind of priority? HR should have that kind of understanding, that they set a priority, they can understand the priority of that particular group of people, the people working in the organization, and they have to do it during the year, not just before of the festival, so that they understand, okay, my employees, the priorities of my employees are what, my their learning is the most priority. This is what they are here. They want to learn new things. That is the priority. So what you need to do, that you need to make them engaged. You need to make them engaged during festival time. You need to make them actually learn the various aspects of festivities, significance of various festivals, how you should behave, what kind of rituals. They can also learn all those things. They are engaged. So this is how you can do that. So these are various priorities which we can talk of: learning, earning, recognition, leading, anything you can add on in this. So next is, उनको कैसे focus रखें. When we can make them focus in the goal, so in their goal we can make them productive. I will give you some tips, and these tips can be applicable anywhere if you want to. But yes, if you go and apply these tips like that before festival, it is not going to work. At the end of the day, you have to prepare yourself, you have to prepare that ecosystem like that, so that it works. So I'll give you the first tip. Contest on more business logged during festival will get leave with bonus during any time of the year. Suppose आपने contest शुरू करा during this festival, there कोई जो business जो जैसे ज्यादा आएगा, then you can have a kind of leave, paid leave with bonus during any time of the year, if you can get more business during this period. So if you can do this, because at the end of the day, what happens during festival, people spends. The companies, the companies can look at things wherein they think that every one of us spend, and that is how it happens, and it happens to the company as well. So if you can have right kind of product mix, right kind of your what I can say is your offers. So right kind of things, if you can create and do this kind of things, we will get a good amount of recognition during the time, during any time in the year. That is what you can do. Any new initiative during festivals can add points in their kitty, which will help for fast promotions. So now there is a growth path made, and for promotions you need to do X, Y, Z. There are 5, 6 things already there. In certain organization, if it is not there, we need to create something. If it is already there, and then suppose in that particular area, new initiative, innovations, or something, so some parameters for promotion. And if you can, during festival, if you can take certain initiatives to grow the company or make the employee aligned, or any kind of aspect, जो भी aspect आपको लगता है, you can choose one aspect, and you can, if you can actually get certain initiative during this festival, that there will be points added in your kitty. सपोज करो 100 पॉइंट होते ही एलिजिबल हो जाता है, जैसे कि हमारा when we go to the shops and we get coupons, and those coupons get accumulated and we get some offer at the end of the year, or every 6 months, or every 2 months, every 15 days. This kind of initiative you can take in the company, and you can do all this. And option of WFH is very effective during this work from home. And actually people tend to take leave, they go home, they go spend time with the family. If you allow them for work from home, and that kind of flexible working policy, that during festive month you can work from home, you can prepare for your festival, also work. So they are engaged with their family and the company as well, and it works fabulously during this festive season. And if you can actually mix it up right, if you can actually do it right, it can give you a huge amount of result. That's what I can tell you. Make duty hours less lengthy, which will help employees wind up fast effectively. So thing is that this is a simple point if you can keep it. And also this can be compensated during the year. चलो आज 6 घंटा या 5 घंटा हम काम करते हैं during 7 days of Diwali or Holi or whatever, or 4 days we are doing this, we will get compensated, and people will happily do that. And when you do that, if you have, Google says the productivity of employees is 3 hours, only 3 hours in a day. And if you tell them during the Holy Week or the festive weeks that we are going to work for 5 hours, and the rest 4 hours we are going to compensate in the rest of the year, or rest within next 2 months, they are more engaged. And this 5 hours they are going to do so many things. Automatically they will do so many things, because उनको घर जाना मिलेगा, बहुत सारा वो काम कर लेंगे इन 5 घंटों में. So at the end of the day, you can actually inspire them to work more and be productive during this particular. You have to plan. It's not that you don't have to. We have to plan. You have to put a process in place. You have to actually take approvals. You have to make concepts, and you have to plan to do these jobs. That's what I can actually tell you in that. So if you need to plan things, and if you can plan all these things, then you are going to achieve. Otherwise, not possible. So recognition. Suppose they in that time they stay away from workplace, but they will deliver if you organize best festive photography competition. मैंने कुछ ideas यहाँ पे रखा है. Best festive drawing competition for children. They are at home, but they are still thinking of office. They are the photograph they are actually collecting and submitting it when they are joining the organization. You can keep like that. This competition is only valid for next 2 days of Diwali, so that people will not extend their leaves. When they are not extending their leaves, they are coming on duty on time, because they have to participate in these particular competitions. You can have all these kind of innovations in HR and do so many things so that your productivity enhances. So that is what, like this, they will keep in touch with the organization. They will think about it. They will come on duty on time, because you have organized a competition. बोला आपके बच्चों की जो दिवाली रिलेटेड ड्राइंग है वो आप 17th को, मतलब टुडे इज 14th, 15th is Diwali, 16th is छुट्टी, 17th everyone should come and deposit. 17 by EOD we have to deposit, or else this competition ends. You automatically tell them you have to come, boss, on duty, do not extend your leaves. That is the way you should speak. Otherwise you go and speak, no, 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 you have to come on 17th, otherwise to 2 दिन का तनख्वाह कट जाएगा, फिर भी लोग नहीं आएंगे. That is how you need to actually inspire them. I shouldn't say motivate them, inspire them to be in touch with the organization. That's what I can tell you. So that recognition के लिए सब आएगा, मेरे बच्चे का ड्राइंग अच्छा आया, so अब सबको मजा आएगा वो चीज करने में. Now this is all about organization productivity, and I'm now talking about personal productivity. These are, I have told you, you have got various tasks. It's, you can target those tasks in a day. That I should say, it's called targeting. That is, you have 20 tasks to do. So you have to do mailings, you have to go and meet people, you have to sit in the meetings, you have certain training sessions to attend or deliver. You have various types of tasks. All those tasks put together is around 20 tasks you need to do. That's called targeting. You target the task. Second is, this you can do during festival hours, during no, you can do any time, and this is the formula you can actually adopt. Next is batching. जैसे मैंने बोला, mailing, meeting, training, delivery, all those things. You can create batches of the task. जब आपने batch create करा, तो बहुत सारे, suppose करो 20 के अंदर 4 batch create हुआ, and 5 task in one batch. So you can actually understand, okay, I have to do these 4 batches now. मुझे 20 टास्क नहीं करना पड़ेगा, मुझे 4 बैच पे काम करना पड़ेगा. देन व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज सॉर्ट करो उसको, यू सॉर्ट इट. कुछ खुद करो, कुछ टीम को दे दो. यू कैन डेलीगेट द बकेट, द बैच इटसेल्फ, द कंप्लीट बकेट यू कैन डेलीगेट. Suppose, okay, you do this mails for me, you send this mails to people. So you have delivered to your team or somebody, so that he can do or she can do your job. So when you can batch it right, और राइटली यू कैन डू दैट, यू कैन डेलीगेट इट वेरी इफेक्टिवली. सो हम लोग पढ़ते हैं, हम लोगों को सिखाते हैं कि आर्ट ऑफ डेलीगेशन क्या करना चाहिए. मैं तो बोलता हूँ दिस इज द सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्मूला टू डेलीगेट पीपल. एंड ऑल्सो रिव्यू दिस. when you start this, you are not going to be perfect in this particular thing, and I'm telling you, if you do this for continuously 30 days, and I think you will be actually going to get perfection, and very within next 15 more days you are going to get this perfection. So that reviewing and improving is must. So I should suggest, this is a formula we call TB3. I'll just share the templates with that with all of you. I have a templates also. Let me show you that. So this is a TB3 template. Is it visible? I don't see. Is it not visible? I think so. Just a second. Okay. No, it is not there. I'll share it later on. No problem. There's a template. You can follow that template. I'll share it in the group. So this is one formula. It's called, I call it TB3. So another formula I'm going to give you, it's Ivy Lee formula. It's for personal productivity. This is a formula which is actually happened in long back in 19th century, wherein the president of Bethlehem Steel, Mr. Charles Schwab, he called Ivy Lee, and he told Ivy that, Ivy, my productivity, my people are not productive. What should I do? So Ivy went to him and told him that, sir, you do this simple formula. I'm giving you a formula, and you adopt this in your company, and then you call me after 3 months and tell me what has happened. So he has given a formula, and trust me, that formula, after 3 months, Mr. Charles called him. This particular steel is now with Mr. Mittal and company, and then Charles called up Ivy Lee and told Ivy, you please come, I'm having a check for you. And in that period, he have given him $25,000 as a check, and that kind of result they achieved. And this is a true story, and the formula is also being adopted in various areas. Personally, I have adopted it, and I have seen various results coming up. So now I'll show you the formula. This is self-explanatory. You have to prioritize your, all of you can take screenshots of this, all of you can understand this thing. Prioritize 6 items in order to of their true importance. Point number 2, you need to write down 6 tasks and prioritize these 6. And जब आप next day जाते हो and you start from priority number 1, and if you start from priority number 1 and ends at
शीट तो
priority,
कोई विजिबल नहीं है सर।
sorry,
शीट विजिबल नहीं है सर कोई।
सर कोई भी शीट विजिबल नहीं है। आई मीन व्हाटएवर यू आर सेइंग जस्ट वी आर लिसनिंग।
अच्छा, it is not visible.
नो
नो सर।
One second, just a second. The good that you have pointed out. I am not able to understand. Okay. Now it's visible. Hello.
यस
यस।
सर।
Yes.
That's great. Sorry, I'm so sorry. So this is Ivy Lee formula. Have you seen this? No. So this Ivy Lee, I have told about the story about it, and Squab has called Ivy Lee, and Ivy Lee has given a formula to him. And after 3 months, he has given a check of $25,000. And that time in 19th century, it was huge. And Ivy has given this formula. He has told that you write down 6 tasks a day, not more than 6, and then prioritize those tasks. What is number 1? What is number 2? What is number 3? What is number 4? And then when you are there in your workplace and you are starting your day, you start with number 1. Do not deviate it and complete number 1 and then go to number 2. Complete number 2 and then go to number 3. This is the simple formula he has given to Squab, and Squab followed it in Bethlehem Steel, and he has got a tremendous result. And I am telling you that I have also done this in my, I am regularly doing this. At the end of the day, it becomes so easy at times, so that you can easily actually understand how to do this. So this will enhance your effectiveness, this will enhance your efficiency, this will enhance your personal productivity, which I have already told. You can do much in less time. That is what I am trying to tell you here. And trust me, it has happened with me. And I have written the, I have studied the whole story of this, and people have adopted this formula. And this formula is mind blowing. Everyone is getting productive through this. So these are the template of Ivy Lee. Do first, do second, do third, do fourth, do fifth, do sixth. So you carry out this kind of tasks. And क्या करना है, जब दिन खत्म होता है उससे पहले बनाना है. अब सपोज करो आपने दिन शुरू करा, आपने 3 टास्क खत्म करी, 4 करा, and after 4th task, if 5th and 6th is not completed, then carry it forward to the next date. But do that priorities. ऐसा नहीं है कि 5th and 6th एक नंबर पे चला जाएगा. It's not like that. Do the prioritization. So do it like this, practice it, practice it, practice it. And I think 90 days is enough to do that. If somebody is doing it continuously for 90 days, I think he can do that well. That's what my opinion. Why it is very simple, why it is simple and effective? Because it reduces friction to start. आप दिन कैसे शुरू करोगे वो आपको तकलीफ नहीं होती, आप immediately शुरू कर सकते हो. One thing at a time you are doing, so that you are not disturbed. And it forces you to take tough decision. No, मैं ये काम करूंगा, फिर मैं आगे बढ़ूंगा. If somebody is saying you do this now, बोले sir I am in something, I'll just finish and come back. So yeah, there are disturbances, there are fillers will come into your job, but at the end of the day you have to be focused. And some fillers have come which you need to do it, and it is urgent or important. Then after completing it, go to the task number 2 and complete it and then leave. And if disturbance is happening, hold it for some time, complete and then answer all this. See, you have to actually practice it. And मैं आपको बताऊं, ये प्रैक्टिस करते 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 डिस्टर्बेंस भी धीरे 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 आपको मैनेज करना आ जाएगा. एंड इट्स अ प्रैक्टिस, इट्स नथिंग मोर देन प्रैक्टिस. आप इसको प्रैक्टिस करना है. मैं आपको सिर्फ फॉर्मूला दे ही सकता हूं, बट यू नीड टू डू दैट. So this is a kind of survey. It's a state of remote report 2020, And see, the first thing, 70% I'm happy with the amount of time I work remotely. And if you can do this during festivals, 70% of the people are actually saying this कि मैं remotely करूँगा, घर से करूँगा तो मैं खुश रहूँगा. And that is, and during festivals, if you can keep your employees happy, I think you are actually fostering productivity. That's what I can say. This is what all from my end. Hope you have liked it. All of you can talk to me and tell me how did you like this, the formulas and everything. Yes, Ranuma, Kajol, Dipti, Govind. How is it? How did you like it?
Excellent, sir.
That's great. Dipti,
So it was really good.
great. Ranuma, how did you like it?
I liked it very much because somehow it helps me to improve productivity in my office also.
Great,
I
great.
will I will give a session to all of my employees regarding this.
Please do that. And anything you let us know, we will help you. Let us know in the group. We will definitely help you, Ranuma. Great. Govind, how did
Sure,
you
sure.
like it?
Yes, very good, sir. I'm also trying to implement TBC. It is not
Previously, you are
perfect.
trying to.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It takes time. It takes time. But at the end of the day, you have to be focused. That's what my point. Ivy and TBC को implement करने में आपको समय लगेगा.
Mm.
But I have seen that it works. And and art of delegation, which we actually do an 8-hour session, I can tell you in 10 minutes. You do this batching and delegate. And simple. आपको कुछ सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको बैचिंग सीखना जरूरी है. That's it, finish. So make very simple things and implement. That's what the point is. Good. That any question, anyone on festival and productivity?
Yeah, sir. How can we retain productivity from work from home in case of work from home? Like
I'll tell you one thing,
we are
Kajal.
facing that COVID thing. Yeah.
I'm giving you one example or one research which has happened recently by Gallup, and
Okay.
I'm talking of World Engagement Index. Pre-COVID, it was 13%. Okay, and during COVID, it gone 30% plus. पहले 13% था, अभी 30% plus चला गया. क्यों? People are working from home. They are with their families and they are happy working. And engagement बढ़ गया इतना. And all of you know, I don't know, when engagement बढ़ता है तो all business results are improved. I'll tell you another Gallup
Yeah,
study.
but on the other hand, there are some companies and in some fields जहाँ पर like for IT है या ये तो there are ना कुछ कंपनीज ऐसी हैं जो उस चीज का फायदा उठाती हैं एंड एम्प्लॉयज पे
कुछ
ज्यादा बर्डन
लोग,
डाल रही हैं,
हाँ,
ज्यादा बर्डन डालते हैं कि लाइक कि अभी तो तुम घर में हो, तुम्हारा ट्रैवल टाइम सेव हो रहा है तो तुम रात को काम कर सकते हो या फिर कोई फेस्टिवल है तो यू कैन टेक हाफ डे और यू कैन टेक ऐसे, तो उसको कैसे टैकल करेंगे?
देखो ये कंपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी को फॉस्टर नहीं करती. जो बर्डन डालते हैं ना एम्प्लॉयज में, वो प्रोडक्टिव नहीं होते. वो
या
प्रोडक्टिविटी
एग्जैक्टली.
हो ही नहीं सकते. क्योंकि देखो प्रोडक्टिविटी मैंने जैसे बोला ना, यू हैव टू डू 7 थिंग्स टू मेक बी मोर प्रोडक्टिव. जिसमें हमने बोला फ्लेक्सिबल वर्किंग पॉलिसीज, मैंने आप जिसमें बोला एम्प्लॉय एंगेजमेंट, मैंने बोला गोल, मैंने बोला योर जॉब रोल, मैनेजर्स कैपेबिलिटी. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग फैक्टर्स. एंड इफ आई टॉक ऑफ इम्पोजिंग टास्क एट ड्यूरिंग होम और वर्किंग, जब आप इम्पोज करते हो टास्क तो होता क्या है कि पीपल रिजेक्ट्स. when people
या
rejects, they are
एग्जैक्टली.
not engaged, and when they are not engaged, they are not productive at the end of the day. So ये कोई तरीका नहीं है प्रोडक्टिव बनाने का. ये लोगों को मतलब पनिश करने का तरीका है.
Yeah, so this is a problem from the company's end,
Yes,
right?
yes, problem is from the company's end.
Okay.
Great. Any other question? Okay, that's nice. Happy Diwali to everyone, and
Thank
all of
you.
you enjoy. And great
Happy
that all of,
Diwali, sir.
thank you so much, Anuma. Thank you so much, everyone. Dipti, Govind, Kajol. Great that
Right.
we spoke. And see you next week in a different session. We are talking of what next week? What is the topic, Govind?
Organization
Acha, we need to diagnose
diagnosis of the
how
organization.
to diagnose organization. Great. Chalega. Great. So see you next week. Happy Diwali. Enjoy your Diwali, and also be there in the group. We will discuss so many things. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you so
Good
much,
night,
sir.
everyone.
Thank you all. Happy
Bye.
Diwali to all.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.